Hello, the Equinox portal is now open. We can feel already this energy going on, and this energy is really obliging us to live something different. The equinoxial portal, that means the equilibrium of all things, that it will be our alignments with our true self, that it'll be even so the circulation of energies into our meridians and also the equilibrium between the four elements into our body: air, earth, waters, and fire. And so, if any of these elements are not well dosed, are not well in harmony, some things will occur that will reveal this disequilibrium that it's needed to go through, to heal, sometimes to go through the equinox portal. And you know that I'm doing a lot of healings, maybe 3 to 4 days, and since a week now, and that's why we can say that the equinox portal is open now. All people witness one thing, that they do have deep emotional wounds going on right now. They do have limitations appearing right now. And what is fantastic is that right now they have a real need, and it's thrilled to see that, to go through that, so to attain to the equilibrium. That's what all this portal is about, to reveal what it's no more in harmony with our true self. It's to reveal what is deeply digged into our unconscious, and that's need to rouse to the surface so that we can confront it and that we can see it really as a limiting factor in our life. Something, it's a path. It's like the glass ceiling that we have to go through today. And maybe we need some example, because maybe you see, well, the equinox portal is open now, so I just have to go through. No, you have to be really in truth with yourself. So really yourself, do you have dreams that's going on right now? With yourself, do you have path that you want to go through and that you can attain right now? And if that's it, you have to see really what's going on. What are the wounds? What are the paroles? What are the words, the sentences which have been told to you? And that makes you believe that you were somebody that can attain his dreams, his goal. That was not for you, that was for the others. That's maybe it was told because you were different. You were ultra sensible, you have so much empathy, you were so much open-hearted that it was easy for the others to say that you don't belong, because you really didn't belong. And maybe at this time, you've cut some parts of yourself that you can access right now. It was just a survival question, a survival behavior. But now you are adult, and it's time to go through. It's time to really be whole, be in harmony with who you were before. It's time to access to these hidden parts of yourself. It's no more a question of survival. It's much more a question to know where you belong. It's much more questions to appear, to be visible, but as a whole, not as a part. Not to submit to something, to the outside world, but to be yourself, truly in it. And that's really what that means, to go through the equinox. It's to be ourselves, to be in our true being, Some people will call that our divine being, our source being, our eternal beings. Whatever it'll be, that's the path of love. That's the path of heart. And only the heart will know what's good for you. But I know that's easy to say. But first of all, I know that we have to go through a lot of healing to be able to attain that states of consciousness, to be able to open our heart again to everything that is. Because at the time we have been denied the access to the whole of ourselves. Hypersensibility, that's not a problem. That's a reality. And I know of a lot of people who were different when they were young, different because their true self was just emerging at the surface. And I know that the other people just belongs to the ordinary worlds, and so they were behaving as they were taught to behave. But that doesn't mean that they were in their true self, not at all. They were just acting, as it say in the movie, in the education, and maybe as their parents told them. And this woman, those women, those men, who were different because they feel truly the appeal to be truly themselves as sensitive person, as empathic person, as compassionate persons, as creative person, who doesn't really belong completely and fully to this system. They don't have the opportunity to do it. They have been denied this opportunity. And so that's what the equinox, this equinoxial portal, is mainly revealing. And a common factor that I find out into my healing session was one thing, that really people are cut into two parts because of the diaphragm. I can see it in the way they breathe. You know, when they breathe, the air enters the lungs, but it doesn't go more than the lungs. It doesn't go through the barrier of the diaphragm, and so the heart shuffle doesn't go at all into the belly. And what is the belly? That's a brain also, that's neuronal things, but it's also made up of a lot of feelings. That's our sensitive, psychic parts. That's the parts where we connect to life. That's the parts where women give life with. That's the part where our first chakra open to the earth. That's the part where we are grounded to the earth. And grounded to the earth means something. That's Mother Earth. That's this goddess that Indians know so much about, Amerindians, I would say. And why? Because when you contact the goddess Earth with your first chakra, you are linked, you are in relation with everything which is alive. Now you are in connection with the whole. But if you can go through the border or the barrier of your diaphragm, you can access to that. And if you want to, we can together exercise the breathings, which helps you to harmonize your whole self through that. Yeah, are you ready to do so? Yeah, I have some message, but hi, I'm a peace. Okay, one guy is there, one woman is there. I'm glad to. And so let's try this breathing thing. So I propose you to close your eyes, to go in a place where you are fully open-hearted, fully in the present, in a secure place. It can be in the mountain, at the beach, somewhere during vacation, or while you are dancing or practicing something you love a lot. A place of love. Just feeling there, open-hearted, and then begin to breathe in this feeling of love. I breathe, I practice the love shuffle, and then I fill up my lungs, and then I exhale. It goes through my lungs, through the diaphragm, and then into my belly. My belly receives the earth shuffle. And now I breathe in, just taking my air in my belly and just bringing it through the diaphragm. And then it came through my heart. And then my lungs are full again. And then I'm going to exhale this heart shuffle going through the diaphragm, filling my belly with a secure feeling, and then heart shuffle, secure feeling my belly is being connected through the first chakra to the earth. And now what I propose to you is to inspire from the earth, the goddess Mother Earth, into your belly, through the diaphragm, into your heart, love heart, and then your lungs are full, and then exhale, diaphragm, belly, and then first chakra, and connect to the earth. Feel the living things, feel that you are connected to everything that is, and then you breathe in from this connection of the living things through your belly, through your diaphragm, and through into your lungs and into your heart. And now just do it at your own rhythm. Just feeling grounded, feeling how it's good to feel the center of its body, it's your nostril, and then feeling connected and open-hearted, and also secure with that behavior, with this position of yourself. And that's really a way to feel in harmony with our true self. So just, prove it. Take the time to feel it into your body. That's really a good feelings, isn't it? Do you like it? Yeah, I love that. And then, now we are going a little bit deeper. We will talk about the healing that is needed. And I can see some people, a lot of people talk to me about the way that they feel kind of limiting thoughts and borders around them. And due to those borders, they can realize what they truly dreamed, because there are only a voice inside of them who tell them, you're not able to do that. You won't do that. It's not your life. You can't. And so I propose you, because most of us have been living that, to make a healing session. So just close your eyes again and just go in your life at a time where really your heart was open to life. And then you have been in some way rejected by others because you were different, you were sensitive, you are not talking about the same subject than the others. You weren't interested in to the same thing that the others, and you wanted more real, more loving relations. And then it has been denied to you to behave like really you were. Maybe it has been said to you, okay, that's not like that. Like that, life is tough. You must become strong. You don't have to behave like that. You are really too much sensitive. You are emotional. You can cry sometimes. That's not the way of behaving. You won't access anything in life. And what you really want to do right now, to be creative, to deal with your own enterprise, to do something that nobody has done before. That doesn't make a living. So, no, we don't do that in our family. And even so, into the college and so on, it has been told to you that it wasn't a way to do things. You have to, I would say, to be like the others, and you don't want it, because you see what the education, what's the main value, where it has drove these words into, and you don't want that. You know that something else is possible. So I propose to you to go to this period and just to see you, just thinking that it's you who wasn't in a way of good behavior, thinking that you were in a false behavior, that you have to change yourself. But I propose you to see, to look at that with the eagle view, with a lot of compassion, and just looking at what the others were telling you, the others that was not giving you the authorization, how, with the compassion, how they were beings of lights, but on which there are all their limitation implants that have been put onto them, so they don't really, those people, have a life. And they are not authentic people. That means that they always have been living their life not in accordance with who they really are. So they have been living, that's where the compassions arouse, because they have been living lives when you are not true with yourself, where illness can come by and manifest, where you can lose your works, lose your wife, lose your loving people, your husband, and maybe lose your children also, and don't never be happy because you don't know who you are. You did have the chance to know who you are, so it's time to transmute what has been going on and to see that you were in the truth, in a path of true love. So please look at yourself this way, and when you feel it, I propose to you to welcome into you, to recomfort this part of you, and to tell him or her that really you can protect her now, and that he or she can really be totally himself or himself, because you're an adult now. And so you are able to live your life. You don't have to have survival behaviors. That's not needed. You just have to be yourself, truly and fully. And that's what the Equinox portal is about. You need to be fully yourself. You need to harmonize yourself fully. So let's go into these breathings that we've done before at the beginning. And just let's feel now with these healing sessions how the energy is into your meridians. It's circulating much faster and completely into your body without any interruptions. Let's just feel how all of your chakra has opened and are harmonized from the first to seventh and more. Just let's feel how your breathing is now going through your diaphragm and just harmonizing from your first chakra to your seventh chakra, from your belly to your heart. And so there is a real connection going on with the goddess earth that allow you to feel that you are parts of all the living things and that you are open to all the living things. And you are also light beings, so you have to honor yourself by just, I would say, thinking of you as being light beings, as are the others, your angels, archangels. You are like them. Into your true self, you are a light beings. Never forget that. Honor yourself, please. That this way that you can create your unicity, and that this way that you can best give to the others. That's co-creation things. If you want to attain to the unity, everybody has to find out his own unicity, what he can give to the others that they never had before, because that's your creation, coming from your uniqueness, coming from your sensibility, from your psychic capabilities. That's what the Equinox portal is about. So the Equinox portal is on the 21st of March, And that's really fantastic moments. Do think that all the sacred sites in the world did know about this moment because it's the same everywhere that it should be South Hemisphere or North Hemisphere. It's at the same time, the equinox. South, it's not the same, but it's at the same time. So that means it's the equilibrium of day and night. And so that powerful time to work on ourselves and just to get into this harmony. And that's what the portal is demanding so that we can go through. Though I will propose you just a lot of things to conclude this exchange. So if you could just close the eye and see you, okay, the gray parts of you, which who didn't allow itself, himself or herself to be totally free, to live who he or she was really. And just look at it, just there, like that, into a gray area, and just feel yourself from what you've done now, going with the light and just getting out, going out of this body, and just standing up like that as a light warrior, I would say. And then just see in front of you, there is a wonderful door, a door made up of light. And then you walk through this door but before you say bye-bye with love to your ancient yourself. And then after doing that, you go through the door of light and you really feel a transformation. You have been through this door because the Equinox portal is a door also, door that you have to go through. And then when you feel it, just close the door. There is no coming back now. You are just going above into your realization, into who you really are, into what certain call your destiny. The sense of why you've been incarnated, embodied onto this earth. That's why you have something to do there. And now you know why. Thank you for following me. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please come by. I'll be glad to give you a lot of more exchange about that. I know a lot of things about healings, sacred sites, invisible worlds, galactics, light beings, angels, archangels, and so on. I can see also in the hearts of people. I am French, and so I just came to do webinars, seminars onto question of life, and so I was able to answer to the people with the help of the light beings also, because I have the capabilities to read the heart of people. It's like Padre Pio, he do have the same capabilities. So even so the people don't tell me anything, I can know what is really going on. I can tell them their story. So that means that we'll have a lot to share together. And I am really glad that we are going onto this path all together. Don't hesitate to subscribe. Don't hesitate to answer, to participate, to the comments onto the channel, and to put a like if you did like this video. I love you. I see you soon.